Good evening. Let's give some thought to the most central little text of Western civilization. It's the Gospel of St. John, and more precisely, the introduction to that Gospel, the so called prologue of the Gospel of St. John. Because in those few short lines, there is a key to our whole moral conduct, to the way we tend to want to behave. We may not tend to behave that way, and we may certainly not behave that way, but we tend to want to behave that way. It's part of our moral foundation and like a common ideal of conduct. And it is so because it likens the creation of the universe to the things that we create. So how do we create something of worth and lasting value? We commit. We make a deal. We go, okay, I'll bake the bread and you'll make the cheese. We go, I'll make a house and you'll make a home. We go, I'll make nuts and you'll make bolts. We interact and we commit to a process because in doing so, we access strength that otherwise would be inaccessible to us. Otherwise, we'd give up when the going got tough. But now, as we commit, we can stick through. And we all know that because the core, the heart of human culture is the making of a family. And the family is, in fact, a little world for the children. As we give birth to our children and they grow up, they live in a world that we have created. The love and the commitment between the parents create a world, a safe space for them to grow up in. We commit to that in the act of marriage. That's the ritual by means of which we give the word to one another, to our Maker, to the congregation which represents humanity. We give our word, and a word is made. Thus, implies the Gospel of the St. John in the prologue, thus is the entire universe created. Thus is the world in which we live like our children live in our world that we have created. So we live in that larger world. And that larger world is likewise created by means of a word, just like our word. I'm a man of my word. That means I have integrity, I have honor, you can trust me, I can trust me.